Kentucky. Monday, November 4, 2024. It's a great day in the neighborhood. This is what we have going on. Kind of a cloudy. It is real windy today. And as you can see, I'm at 41.0. That'll probably go up by the end of the day, about 45. Because I'm on freeway quite a bit in this morning here. But as you can see, 561,061 miles. Isn't that great? Isn't that beautiful? This is my car. This is my, 11-year-old car? It's 10:06 and it's 72 degrees. This car has been great. This car, again, for those who don't know or are not watching videos or reading the description, the main one on the channel anyway, is it's a 2013 Ford C-Max. I bought it from the Ford dealership here in town. I bought it in 2015 and it had 6,500 miles. And I've had this car myself, so it had the one owner that had it for 2 years prior to me buying it and only had 6,500. Now it has 561,000. So since 2015 to now, I have put 555,000 miles on this car. Isn't that something? That's what's happening. Not much. Remember, I go to automotive stores, a chain of stores, and I pick up small items and take it to other stores. I am an independent contractor, self-employed, 1099 guy. So I bought this car, and because I was gonna do some courier work. I was laid off in 2015, July of 15, with a very successful pharmaceutical career of 28 years. At the local pharmacy here, I was the director of operations. Prior to coming down here, I was on our national operations team. Prior to that, I was general manager up in Minneapolis, Minnesota of a 150 employee pharmacy. It's a closed door pharmacy for nursing homes. It's a Fortune 500 company. So I was very successful, so I did not want to go back into any regular type of a job, 9 to 5, especially a 24-hour operation, because that's what our pharmacies were. And so I thought, you know what? I'm going to go ahead. That sure is close. I'm going to look with the courier service that we had for our pharmacy. And sure enough, they had a driver position open. And what do? I sign up and I become a driver, picking up their medications and dropping them off. And when I walked in that door for the first time, and they said, well, come on in. And I said, no, I'm here to pick up so-and-so meds. And they said, what? Because being the director of ops, they all reported to me, whether it's direct or indirect. General manager was above me. So I said, no, I don't need to come in. I just want to pick up some meds and go. So that was great. So I did that for a few years. So that's how I got so many miles on. And then I switched within that courier job. They had a post office route available. So I went and I bought a 2017 Ford Transit 250. E250 or whatever it was called. I don't know. So I did that for a few years. And then I started with this other company. It was making more money. And tell you what, this job that I'm doing now for a couple of years, I drive about 1,500 miles every week. Really enjoy it. And get this, it's gig work stuff, I guess, if that's what you want to call it. But it's awesome. If you could just find a car, a good, reliable car, you can make $1,000 a week. I'm not lying. I can show you my statements if you want me to. You can make over $1,000 a week. That's before expenses. So when you're doing this self-employed, independent contractor stuff, all expenses are yours. All the maintenance on your vehicle, all your mileage. That's why it's so important to have a car with great gas mileage. And I have heard that if you can get about 30 miles per gallon, you're doing really well. So for right now on the freeway, I'm going 73. I'm at 40.6. Before I got on the freeway, I was at 46.5 for the day for about 40 miles. Now I am about 80 miles for the day, and I'm at 40.7. It just went up. So yeah, gig work, all expenses are yours. But you know what? You can write off all your miles. You write off your miles. Like last year, I think it was 66 or 67 cents per mile. When you keep your mileage logbook, at the end of the year, you tell your accountant how many miles, and they write it off. And then a lot of times, for me, it showed that my mileage reimbursement rate covered all my income, so I had no taxes on that, on my income. So it's very important. So yeah, $1,000 a week or so, over that. So see what you can do. But I was sitting here thinking again on how fortunate I am and how important it is to have good people around you. It's important, you know, if you just step out of your comfort zone, if you can find a physical person, friends to become good friends with. I have several, but for many years, man, I didn't have close friends. Yeah, my career was taking off and I was going in the right direction and really enjoyed it, but I didn't have good close friendships. And so now in this day and age of the internet, you can become good friends with people over the net. And you know, friends are important for encouragement. Take this YouTube thing. People can encourage you from what I've been told, and I have received several comments that are very encouraging. All the thumbs up are very encouraging. But there's some YouTubers out there that are very encouraging and lift us up. And, you know, there's Danny at Stormthread. Very encouraging. So let's encourage each other. Let's encourage that, hey, you can do this thing. You can make it one day at a time. In one of my previous previous videos, I mentioned, hey, nothing changes if nothing changes in our life. So if we change one thing in our life, let's see what happens. See what God does with one change. I preached yesterday about having a pure heart. I just cover for various churches here in town, this area, and it's honored. I'm honored to preach. But I preached on Matthew 5:8, the Beatitudes of if you blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. Pure is clear, clean. You know what? When you have that good, clear, clean, pure heart that God helps you with, God helps identify things in your life you need to change, and then someday we will all see God. See His face. That's going to be an awesome day. But until then, we continue on. We see what each day has. I'm looking forward to this week. I'm looking forward to my car to continue going down the road. Up until end of last week, I was driving my other Ford C-Max, the 2017. But I have a different set of tires on this car, my red one, the 13 with the 500,000 miles. And I'm getting great gas mileage. Thankful. So yeah, if nothing changes, nothing changes. So change something in your life today. Change something and see what happens. Just change something. Change one thing. So when you change something, you feel good, and you're going to be great today.